Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, whereas today you can see I have a, something that's not Lego, actually. As you can see I ordered this from GameStop, but it is a Sentinel action figure, Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. I was very excited to get this. Let's look at that box. That's a really nice box. I'm definitely going to keep this box displayed. Well, maybe not displayed, but I'm definitely going to keep it. And yeah, there's some action shots of it. You see, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Big fan of this. Let's get into the review. As you can see, this is the figure. I have him posed up right now. I was playing with him a little bit, and yeah, we'll take a look at the paint job and the accessories, and then we'll do a couple of, comparisons. Might have to rush because my phone's running out of space, but as you can see, he has pretty nice sculpting. I think this is a really great figure, and really nice to have. Really nice to have. He's got great articulation. His arms can go all the way out to about there. Legs can kick all the way to side like that. Swivel them up. You can get them up there. You can make him touch his toes. You can bend them all the way in. He's got great articulation on the feet. Toe articulation on both feet, obviously. You can bring the elbows into there. So you can make him do some really wacky poses. Maybe make him elbow somebody. He's got great head articulation. He can't look up very far, but he can look down pretty far. And he's got great neck articulation, I should say. And yeah, he's got pretty good ab crunch. Go back pretty far, But yeah, this is a great figure. I love the way it looks. And yeah, let's get a second look out, actually. I'm just gonna pause the recording real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, and here we have him. Here's the next look for Miles. And, this is a great look from the movie. It's pretty amazing, actually. No pun intended. But yeah, I like him a lot. I'm sure this would be a lot of people's preferred way of displaying him. And it would be mine, too, if it didn't hinder so much of the articulation. Because, this is a Spider-Man figure, and an animated Spider-Man figure at that. So, you don't want hindered articulation, and this really, really hinders it. The arms can only go down to there. The legs are still pretty good, honestly. But, the arms are really where it's at. And that hood just does not want to stick in, which really sucks. The arms still have a pretty good bend, but they don't have great articulation. The head doesn't have great articulation with this hood on, and it has even less articulation with this hood. I kind of wish we would have gotten a bit of a more flipped up hood, but I'm never going to use these hoods probably anyway too much. But, I guess that you can still make that work. My peg at the back that the hood pegs into is kind of hard to get this into, so, just take that into consideration. But, this is still a good look. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks great. Pretty accurate, except for there's no Nike swoosh, because, they can't have that branding. But, yeah, let's take a look at some of the accessories. So, of course, you have all this, an extra hood piece. You actually have a web. You get one of these. I wish you would have gotten more, but you get one. You get the extra pairs of arms. Here's two of the hands. These are two different hands. You get these two hands, obviously. You get the extra pair of legs to make the regular Miles look. And then you get the feet to make the Miles look. There's some other stuff. Let's take a look at the smaller stuff first. You get a stand, which is really nice. I'm glad I got this because I don't have many stands. I have a couple for my Mezco. I only have 2 Mezco figures, and they have the designs of them on them, and I didn't really want to use a Deadpool or a Moon Knight stand for Miles. So, all right, and then you get these. You can plug these into the shoes. Actually, I didn't do that. I forgot to do that, kind of. So let's see what they look like packed in. That's what this one looks like pegged in. You know, really nice tied. And then you get, you know, a great looking untied shoelace too, which is pretty cool. Oh, and I forgot to mention, these are posable. I wouldn't pose them too much because I'm very scared they're going to pop off, but still great to have that. You know, you get a pair of headphones that you can pop right on Miles. They look kind of goofy though, so I'm never going to really use those. I'm always probably going to have them displayed the other way, like I said, in his regular costume. But these are good. You get a phone. If you could see that, it has the painting of the Great Expectations painting from when he spray painted himself. You get these. You get 2 of these web blast pieces. Well, you connect to a hand, of course. And then you get some other stuff. You get 3 different head sculpts. The one that's on the figure, and then the 2 extras. If I can pull them out, that would be nice. You get a more like confused head sculpt. Then you get a Miles head sculpt, which I love this. I think it looks really good. I kind of wish that the eye wasn't off to the side, but that's okay. He comes with also a bunch of hands. He comes with 10 pairs of hands just in this, and then there's 2 more in this, and then 2 more in the figure, and then, yeah, so he comes with a lot of hands. I'm going to show you some of the most interesting hands. You know, he has a spray can hand, which is great to have. This is amazing to have. I will definitely be using that. He has a couple, you know, grabbing hands, if I can grab them. Or you can use them, use them as wall crawling hands, or like a whoa, 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 wait type of hand. These are more wall crawling hands, though. If I can pull them out. You know, you get 2 of those. Pretty great hands. Get a lot of hands. And then one of the other kind of different accessories that you get is actually this mallet that Spider-Ham actually gives Miles at the end of the movie, and mine seems to be broken in the package. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, okay, I fixed it. It is kind of loose in there, though, so that sucks. Hopefully it won't fall out like that. But you get a nice little mallet, which is pretty cool. There's some nice printing on there for the wood grain. And yeah. Let's take a look at the rest of the stuff. We'll do some nice comparisons with Miles. Okay, Miles is right there. You know, he's a short figure, so that's good. First, we'll compare him to a Marvel Legends Prowler. You know, I think this works for me. You know, Miles is a lot shorter than his Uncle Aaron. Miles is, what, a 13, 14-year-old boy in this movie. And Uncle Aaron's probably late 30s, right? So this works. You know, could be a little bit shorter or a little bit taller, depending on what you want. But I think this really works pretty well for me. Next, we'll compare him to... Really, the only other thing I have to compare him to, because I don't have a lot of action figures at the moment, and I'm not taking down my my Mezcos at the moment. I was going to compare him to a Mini-Mate, but my Mini-Mates are... The one I have is broken apart at the moment. We'll compare him to a Lego figure, you know. Obviously, he doesn't scale well, but I think most people know the size of a Lego minifigure. That's why I'm doing this, so you can kind of get a feel for him. You know, he's about... He just fell over. He's probably like 3-4 minifigures tall. But yeah, you know, he looks great. In his other form, obviously, is way better than this one. But maybe I'll get a second one to display him like this. That's a lie. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta get that Peter before I can get another figure of him. But yeah, I mean, it's great to have these options for him. I do really like this figure. I wish he had better articulation in this form, but I'll take what I can get, you know. At least we're getting this form. And yeah, this is a great figure to get. I mean, $100 a little steep for some people. It was steep for me, I can tell you that. But I think it's worth it for me in the end. I'm excited to have this figure. So, yeah, I actually really recommend buying him if you want a Miles figure. You know, if you're like, do I get this or the Mafex, whatever you want to call it. The Mafex was sold out for me, so I couldn't get the Mafex. I'm not going to lie. I would have preferred the Mafex, probably. But, you know, this is a good figure, too. He feels nice, and he's pretty great. I think this figure probably scales better than the Mafex with other figures. I think the Mafex would be shorter than this, probably. But I do intend on buying some Mafex soon. Not the Miles. But I intend on buying a bunch of those new Hush figures that are coming out. So keep an eye out for those reviews, and keep an eye out for whatever other reviews I post. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get him nice and posed up with Uncle Aaron. I'm going to pause the recording real quick and just get a nice pose. Alright, we got Miles and Uncle Aaron all posed up, and yeah, let's just move this stuff out of the background. And yeah, I'm a big fan of this figure. I know I said it a million times, but I love this figure. But I'm also very, very biased. I loved the movie more than probably any other Marvel movie ever made. Especially any other Marvel cartoon. And Miles is one of my favorite characters of all time. So, yeah, I really like this figure a lot. Thank you for watching the video. A couple things. He's kind of hard to pose, so that might affect. He's hard to pose without the stand. So, just that, and be careful when you change his outfits, because it kind of chews up the plastic a little bit. Alright, bye guys. Have a wonderful day.